The benefits of hourly rounding, in my opinion, reduces the call bells that are going off, and the patients seem to be happier seeing a nurse come in with a friendly face, and sometimes that's all they need.
The rounding has improved my care. I don't have to wait, because they're asking me before I get a chance to ask them.
Just to have a personal connection with somebody is easier to deal with what you're going through at the time.
My favorite patient story related to rounding has to be a patient that I had that was in a single room, and their stay in this hospital was about a month. We started the rounding in the middle of her stay, and by the third week we had walked into her room and she would put her hand up and say, "No, I'm not in any pain. Yes, I'm comfortable, and yes, I have everything I need." And then later on we would walk into the room and she would be like, "No, I'm not in any pain, but I need the bedpan." We wouldn't even have to ask her anymore. And you could tell that she looked forward to the company, so it was nice to be in her room often.
Bedside reporting is communicating the patient's care from the previous shift. When you first come in, there's quite a lot of activity going on, the hustle and bustle of everybody coming and going, and you just step away from the desk and you go into the patient's room, and it's just one-on-one nurse communication with the patient, able to participate, ask questions, be included. Any issues can be addressed, and it starts a bonding with the patient.
Every nurse gets to see every patient, but then again the patients get to see every nurse. So when somebody else has to go into the room to help them out, they're seeing familiar faces, and it makes them feel more comfortable.
Initially, we thought that rounding would be, hard on the staff, but then after a while, we realized that it was a positive thing for everybody. First, for the patient, everybody feels like they're a VIP because they see the nurses and the staff coming in like every hour, with great visibility of the staff. And it's also great for the staff because it reduces the time that the patient has to be on their call bells, because you come in every hour and they give you their whatever they need, and you can get on top of it right away.
This hospital, they're there right on the spot all the time. It's really a pleasure being in here, and it makes my stay a little less harrowing, and I don't mind coming in.
When the patient said, "I know you'll be back in an hour," they tend to say that, and that feels good because that way they're not using the call bell as often, and if it's not an emergency, they wait for us to go back. If it's something like they need water, they know that we're coming back and we'll get it for them.
How are you doing?
Good, and you?
I'm good.
Rounding has helped me feel good because most of the time they are here with me. If I need any assistance, they are here to assist. So to me, it's very beneficial.
We do huddles the start and at the end of the shift, because there's this transition between the nurses. And it's not just one nurse to another nurse communication. Everybody's aware of the whole floor, because it's not my patient, your patient, it's our patient. Even if I'm not assigned to that patient, I should know that this patient is on this precaution or whatever nursing care they need. Everybody should be aware of it.
Rounding has changed my nursing practice in a positive way because it gives me the security that someone besides myself is going in and checking on the patients, and that we're keeping them safe.
Having people come to you and ask what your needs might be, creates a better state of mind for the patient in the hospital and creates a healthier environment for everybody.
Several months back, I had a patient who was an alert and oriented woman. Upon doing my rounding, I noticed that she had a change of mental status. So it triggered me to take the proper steps here, did her vital signs, noticed that she wasn't doing well. We called a rapid response. And in the end, the woman had a AAA, and we literally saved her life.
they feel they're more safe, they're more taken care of, and they think we're giving an extraordinary care because they always see us making the rounds and they know we are taking care of them.
My sickle cell patient one time said the hourly rounding is very, very helpful to them. You know, they lessen their pain and they make sure they, they make sure their pain is being controlled more accurately.
Pain management is definitely better after rounding. It's a lot easier to ask them face to face whether I need something to drink or a little snack or pain medication, whatever it is. At least I know I'm physically facing somebody and talking to somebody that's going to deal with the situation right then and there instead of having to wait forever for a response.
I knew that hourly rounding made a difference when my patient thanked me for coming in and said how happy he was that he got to see a nurse every hour.
And that hour goes fast, you know, and you don't feel alone. You have someone to talk to, and you know, and I enjoy it. Seeing my nurses come in hourly, talking with them, asking any questions I have, I feel better. I'm very happy. I wouldn't want to make it my vacation spot, but I do like it here. They genuinely care.
I'm always a happy guy here. You know.
Rounding has definitely improved the quality of care in this hospital, and I wouldn't have it any other way.